If I did it, then I did it right.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway on a Monday night. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, son.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A good start. 1 play, 10 yards. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Fields. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Corner blitz got home there. Pat Surtain, the one that dropped to it.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Fields. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Again, it's Barkley. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, Hurts goes right back to Smith again. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The Eagles hit 10-1 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead it 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over. Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. Fields now to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Here we go. It's you.
Warren will try the right side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2.
Here we go.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They toss it to Warren.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Off play action, Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. They juked him, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Saquon Barkley with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down, here's Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this is a half with not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
11.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Going deep here for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. Fourth down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
To throw is Fields.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now in the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our scores. We are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's Barkley. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
You got a mini basement. Why not?
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Elliott now to add the extra point.
And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Fields. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On the give, it's Warren. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go.
Possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now back to throw. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. Smith catches left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Barkley is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I have.
And the Eagles are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as they'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's going to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Eagles extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe you're like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, Hurts. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him. First mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Nathan Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Play action. It's Fields. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He's got it at the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
A handoff for Warren. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Fields now to throw. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 20.
Off play action, Fields. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner is a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Here we go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
All right.
Here's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 116 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Back to throw again. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll look to throw again, buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess?
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
And one last throw here for Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete